Games like Pac-Man are so familiar that you don't even need to see them in order to recognize them. For many people, video games were an instrumental part of growing up.
See, when I was younger, my brother and I would both jump in a little big planet, dress up, and jump around like fools.
Back then, games were simpler. The rules were more laid out. For games like Ratchet & Clank or Crash Bandicoot, the rules were simple. Get to the other side of the level.
But now, games have become increasingly more complex. Take the choose-your-own-adventure games of Telltale, for example.
In these games, players are thrust in increasingly more difficult moral dilemmas and given the freedom to respond as they wish. Or take EVE Online, a world with player-based economies and governments. A recent player dispute led to war, which cost over $300,000 in damage.
As gameplay becomes more complex and stories become more fleshed out, a philosophical question arises. Are video games art?
I asked some casual and hardcore gamers on their thoughts on the evolution of video games.
I thought video games could have been considered art way back when they were first made. Because video games are a medium for people to experience different things, just like art where when you see a painting, you experience a feeling. When you play video games, you experience a feeling.
First game I ever played was Emerald. At the time, I didn't know anything about Pokemon besides like what I heard on TV. I got addicted, like mad addicted. Like I was playing that stuff in the restroom. I go into the restroom to take a, I can't say these words. I would go into the restroom and say, oh, I'm taking a shower, and I just turn on the shower and I sit there for like 2 hours. Just trying to be the Elite Four.
Something that is very positive about gaming is really the interactive aspect that you have, not, just with NPCs and stuff, but with other people. When my sisters play League of Legends together, for them at least it's a way to become closer and build a bond and do a shared activity.
Speaking of League of Legends, the last World Championship saw a viewership of 36 million people. To put that in comparison, that's more than the NBA Finals and the MLB World Series combined.
There's a following, and that means that this gaming has literally reached a point where it's compared to sports, where it's compared to art.
Now, if you excuse me, I have a playdate across the country with my younger brother. For Journalism 374, Eduardo Valencia.